If you're over 60 years old, what I'm about to share could be the difference between a calm life and years of struggling with prostate problems. Many American men are making the same mistakes every day, not realizing they are literally destroying their prostate. I'm Dr. Girag Mihai, and today I will explain the 10 most dangerous habits that might be quietly enlarging your prostate. The first habit on the list is so common, you're probably doing it right now, without noticing the harm it causes. Have you ever woken up more than once during the night to visit the bathroom? Is it difficult to begin or stop a urine stream? Or maybe you feel like your bladder never fully empties. These are clear signals your prostate might be enlarging, and it's not just due to getting older. The reality is there are everyday things that speed up this process. As a doctor, I have treated hundreds of men who came to my clinic desperate, some even with urinary retention, just because they ignored these signals for years. But I've also seen 80-year-old men living without any prostate discomfort, simply because they adjusted their habits in time. The difference between them and those who struggle lies in the small details of daily life. Here's an overview of the 10 most dangerous habits for your prostate. Habit 10. Drinking too little water. Many older men make this mistake, believing they'll reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. But the opposite actually occurs. When you don't drink enough water, your urine gets more concentrated and acidic, irritating both the bladder and the prostate. Remember, the prostate is right under the bladder, so when the bladder suffers, the prostate does as well. Chronic dehydration leads to inflammation, and inflammation is one of the main causes of prostate enlargement. Also, many men at this age take medications that can result in dehydration, further making the problem worse. A dehydrated body also collects toxins more easily, overloading the whole urinary system. With time, this silent damage leads to an enlarged prostate and worsening urinary symptoms. The solution is simple. Drink water in small amounts throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Your urine should be clear or very light yellow, which indicates good hydration. Don't avoid water. It's your natural helper against prostate problems. Habit 9. Sitting for hours. I know that after 60, the armchair feels more inviting. But spending hours sitting could be affecting your prostate more than you think. When you remain too long in the same position, especially seated, it creates ongoing pressure in the pelvic area. This pressure limits blood flow to the prostate, causing inflammation and contributing to its growth. Men who spend all day watching TV, reading, or working seated have a greater risk of developing prostate problems. It's not about skipping rest, it's about not staying still for too long. Your pelvic floor muscles also weaken when inactive, making it harder to fully empty the bladder. This leaves leftover urine in the bladder, which further irritates the prostate. Here's a simple rule. Stand up every 30 minutes and walk for at least 2 minutes. It can be just to the kitchen for a glass of water, or a walk around the house. This simple movement keeps blood moving and relieves pressure on the prostate. Don't let a sedentary lifestyle become a health problem in the future. Habit 8. Excess caffeine. Brazilian coffee is sacred. I understand, but too much coffee and other caffeinated drinks could be irritating your prostate more than you realize. Caffeine is a natural diuretic, meaning it makes you create more urine and overloads the bladder. It also makes the muscles near the bladder contract more often, leading to urgency and even leakage. For someone with a sensitive or enlarged prostate, this extra pressure is a real problem. But it doesn't stop there. Caffeine also tightens the muscles at the bladder neck, making it harder to empty completely. The result? More urine staying in the bladder, more pressure on the prostate, more inflammation, and more discomfort. I'm not saying you should quit coffee entirely, but moderation is key. 1 cup in the morning usually isn't a problem, but several through the day can be harmful. Try swapping the second cup with decaffeinated or herbal tea and see if your urinary symptoms get better. Sometimes, little adjustments make a big difference. Excess salt, for example, leads to fluid retention and adds pressure on the entire urinary system. Bad fats and chemical additives can affect testosterone levels, a hormone that directly shapes the size of your prostate. If your meals come more from packages than from fresh ingredients, your prostate could be paying the cost. Focus on natural, anti-inflammatory foods. Vegetables, fruits, fish, and nuts. A healthy diet doesn't have to be dull. It just needs to be balanced. Habit 6. Holding in urine. We've all done it, holding in urine because we're occupied or far from our bathroom. But doing this regularly can seriously harm your prostate. If you hold your urine for too long, the bladder stretches and presses on the prostate, which sits just below it. With time, this leads to irritation and swelling of the prostate tissue. Older men are especially at risk, as the muscles controlling the bladder and prostate weaken with days. Holding urine can also cause incomplete emptying of the bladder, leaving stagnant urine behind. This leftover urine is the ideal environment for bacteria and inflammation, which can lead to infections and further irritate the prostate, contributing to its enlargement. To protect your prostate, listen to your body's signals. Don't wait to go to the bathroom, especially if you already struggle sleeping or have a nighttime emergency. Going as soon as you feel the urge is one of your strongest defenses. Remember that your bladder and prostate work as a pair. If one is under stress, the other suffers too. Habit 5. Smoking or being around smokers. Cigarettes are among the worst enemies of your prostate. And even if you don't smoke, being around smokers regularly is also damaging. The chemicals in tobacco can affect blood flow, increase inflammation, and harm pelvic tissue, including those of the prostate. Smoking also increases oxidative stress, weakening your body's ability to repair itself. Over time, this results in prostate inflammation, gland enlargement, and even a higher risk of prostate cancer. For older men, the harm accumulates faster. Tobacco also reduces important antioxidant levels in the body, weakening your natural defenses against prostate issues. Even if you quit smoking years ago, regularly being around smokers can still harm your health. If you still smoke, talk to your doctor about ways to quit. There are support therapies, mint tea alternatives, and even natural treatments that may help. The benefits begin almost immediately. In a few weeks, circulation gets better, inflammation lowers, and your prostate can start to recover. If you never smoke, avoid exposure to smoke completely. That easy choice can give you years of better prostate health. Habit 4. Avoiding doctor visits. Many men only see a doctor when something is really bothering them. But this is a risky approach, especially after age 60. The prostate can enlarge quietly, with no clear symptoms at first. Regular checkups help catch problems early before they become serious. A simple checkup can spot signs of inflammation, infections, or growth that aren't causing pain yet. Things like a digital rectal exam and PSA tests are fast, non-invasive, and can save lives. Missing regular appointments gives trouble a chance to grow. Some men feel awkward discussing urinary issues, but the sooner you speak up, the more natural treatment options you'll have. Waiting on appointments can let small problems become serious, like urinary retention or prostate infections. See your doctor at least once a year to discuss prostate health. It's not just for peace of mind, it's a powerful prevention tool. And if something is found early, lifestyle changes are often enough. No need for medication or surgery. Don't wait for symptoms to get unbearable. Preventive care is the smartest habit any mature man can follow. Habit 3. Eating red meat excessively. Red meat might be a staple on Brazilian tables, but eating it daily could quietly enlarge your prostate. Studies show that a high intake of red meat, especially processed meats like bacon, sausage, and cold cuts, is linked to increased inflammation throughout the body, including in the prostate. Saturated fats and the chemicals used in processing are big contributors. They can throw off your hormones and raise oxidative stress, inflaming the prostate. In older adults, digestion also slows down, and red meat takes longer to process. This slow digestion leads to weight gain and health pressure. You don't need to become a vegetarian right away, but lowering red meat consumption to once or twice a week can make a real difference. Substitute for meat proteins like fish and chicken, grill or plant-based foods. Try more meals packed with fiber, such as lentil soups or dishes with beans. These changes support prostate health and improve digestion. Your body will thank you, with fewer symptoms, more energy, and better prostate function in the long run. Habit 2. Carrying excess belly fat. As we get older, extra weight around the waist isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's a major warning sign for prostate problems. Abdominal fat creates inflammatory chemicals that move throughout the body, including the prostate. This constant inflammation irritates the prostate, adds to its growth, and raises the risk of urinary problems. Men with larger waistlines are more likely to develop enlarged prostate, frequent nighttime urination, and even erection problems. Excess weight also impacts your hormonal balance, especially with testosterone and estrogen, which directly affect the size of the prostate. The solution isn't a crash diet, but slow, steady actions. A short walk, smaller portions, and reducing sugar can start to melt away that fat. Losing just a few kilos can offer noticeable relief in urinary symptoms. And don't forget, belly fat also physically pushes against the bladder and pelvic organs, increasing pressure on the prostate. Keeping a healthy waistline, usually under 100 centimeters, is one of the best long-term methods for prostate health. Habit 1. Not managing chronic stress. This is the habit most men ignore, but it's also the most dangerous. Chronic stress is a silent destroyer of the prostate. When you live in a constant state of anxiety, tension, or worry, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. Over time, these hormones create inflammation, muscle tension, and hormonal imbalances that directly impact your prostate. Stress tightens the pelvic muscle, restricts blood flow, and irritates the nerves around the prostate. It also weakens your immune function, making it harder for your body to fight inflammation or infections. Older men often carry stress with them. Financial worries, family problems, health concerns, all of it builds up. The result? More frequent urination, pain, urgency, prostate swelling. But here's the good news. You can control it. Simple habits like daily deep breathing, light exercise, stretching, and even 10 minutes of quiet a day can greatly reduce your stress levels. Laughter, social connection, and quality sleep are medicine for your body and your prostate. Managing stress isn't just about feeling relaxed, it's about healing your body from the inside out. This one change alone can help lower your symptoms and stop prostate growth naturally. It's the strongest step you can take today if you want a healthier, more comfortable life. Now that most men deal with silently enlarging the prostate, the question is, what will you do starting today? These aren't just minor changes. They're powerful actions that can prevent months or even years of discomfort, sleepless nights, and unnecessary medications. If you're over 60, the time to act is now. Don't wait for symptoms to get worse. Start by changing just one habit this week. Drink more water, walk a bit more, or say no to that extra snack at breakfast. Every action matters. Your prostate won't heal overnight. But with the right habits and some consistency, your body can do wonders. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. With the right information, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you.